Hey everybody, this is James with WSTrades.com. Want to provide an update here on the NASDAQ or Triple Q ETF. Big move lower last night. Stock futures tanked as soon as all of these reports happened with the explosions in the Ukraine. So a lot of major cities there. Explosions reported, a bunch of videos came out online, social media. That Russia is starting to bomb all of these cities. So stock futures tanked. Qs followed right along with it. I've got the daily chart pulled up right now, and it was trying to reject a key level here at 340. You can see it was resistance back here in April of last year. So it tried to bounce off of that. Buyers tried to step in and support that. But with these latest Russia-Ukraine tensions, it just fell right through that. So this candle right here is really nasty because this thing closed at, what is this, 329, I guess, regular hours yesterday. And you can see we're already down around 318. Looks like we're about to fall below 318. So this 330 level, I was definitely looking at this as well to kind of see if this would hold, but it looks like this thing is probably going to come down here and test after dropping this 320 level right here. So you got 330, fell through that on this candle, and then, yep, there it is. It looks like we're dumping into the 317. So yeah, now this level is not going to hold. So it looks like 310, you see right here, as it had dipped right here in March's sell-off of last year all the way down to 297. It had a little bit of a rip, and then when it made a higher low here, it bounced off of this 310 level. So it looks like it's going to go down and test 310 here. I would keep an eye there. If it's not able to hold that level, then yeah, it's coming down to test around, this 300 to 297 level in here somewhere. So that's on the daily chart, just kind of looking to the downside at where this thing is going to go down and test next. And so you can see all those key levels as well. Let's just say the tension between Russia and Ukraine kind of subsides and, Putin kind of backs off. All of these levels to the upside. We've got an important level here at 320. We've got an important level here at 330 and also 340. So just some key things to look at. If things kind of settle down and markets start to bottom out and rally back, because especially NASDAQ, the way it goes, one good news story on something like, this Russia-Ukraine war that's going on, one good news story from the Fed wanting to back off rate hikes, one good news story about inflation. And, NASDAQ goes on these crazy runs where it rips like 1%, 2%. So, yeah, definitely seeing this thing going lower right now and heading down to probably test that 310 level. But to the upside, if the buyers do start stepping back into it, 320 is definitely going to be a barrier right there. If it can break through that, I would be looking at this 330 level here, and then a level above that would be at about 340. You might want to look at if the markets recover and kind of bottom out and, we're done with this massive sell-off. Let's take a look here, though, at the TTM squeeze. It wasn't squeezing for long, but you can see here on the daily that there were 3 squeeze bars, and then bam, it fired to the downside. So typically when something squeezes and fires, it lasts for a good 6 to 8 bars. You kind of see right here, we were squeezing for a while right here, and you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bars there. It started to kind of taper off here and sell off. But, you do see once we hit these big moves to the downside or the upside, it usually lasts a while. Let's zoom back out here. Yeah, here's another good example here as well. You see a lot of squeezing. And then, geez, this thing fired to the upside for a while. Try to zoom into that area there. Take even here, you've got squeezing for about 7 bars. And then, geez, this thing was like firing to the upside. These bars were light blue for a good, 9, 10 bars. So that's kind of usually what you see. Sometimes you do have these much shorter runs when things are squeezing, like right here. This was kind of a shorter one where it was squeezing for a while. And then you only had really like 4 light blue bars to the upside. And then, yeah, with all the craziness going on right now with the Fed, rate hikes, inflation, and these tensions in Europe. Yeah, this thing quickly turned to the downside and went the wrong way. So yeah, right now climbing back a little bit. Q's trying to hit 319 right now. But those are some key levels to look at. I'll continue to keep you guys updated here on Triple Q or the NASDAQ ETF. Please like this video. Please also subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. Hit that notification bell. Appreciate you guys for taking the time to watch this,